Hey, this is just a follow-up on all the stuff I did to my Honda. Just to go over some of the stuff that I recently did. I have mounted 3 fog lights to the top rack here, which have a piece of angle iron. I think that's what it is. Yeah, just a piece of angle iron welded on there, tack welded in the center and down through here, welded around here and stuff like that. And these are just mounted with bolts onto that and wired into my, I'll show you down here, they're wired into my lights right here. So when I flick on, I'll show you, I flick on lights, select low beam, only runs my 2 lights that are on the bike, and then when I select high beam, it changes the bottom ones to high beam and turns on the fogs. So I have that wired in that way. I have my winch, 2,000 pound winch, I think is what it is. Yeah, it's 2,000 pound winch. This is we got a plate, just a small plate welded in along here, like I showed in the other video, along in this, and then along here, and just tacked around the front there and there. And then this is mounted with 2 bolts down to there, so there's nothing, no bracket or anything built. Well, there's a bracket built, but there's nothing at the bottom except the winch. And then I just wired the winch up through there, comes up out of here, goes along. I got these tie wrapped down. This doesn't really move anywhere. This runs in and comes into my battery case back here, right? So that's for the winch and the snorkel, or the winch and the lights. Now I also put a snorkel on here, and as you can see, all it really holds it on are these tie wraps right here, and like, it's sturdy. You can't move. You won't be able to move it. I did have a problem here when I made it. The drain cock was a little close to the PVC, so I didn't want it to dig in and put a hole in the PVC, so I bent a piece of aluminum, and it's a 2-inch pipe all the way up, right from the breather box, and I bent a 2-inch piece of aluminum, and I riveted 4 rivets into the PVC, and I put silicone on the end of them to seal them when I put them in, so they won't leak around the rivet. Then it'll protect from digging a hole in that, in case the drain cock ever does touch, because it's pretty close. I'm gonna end up putting a flapper on here sometime, so, or on the inside, so when it sucks, it'll suck the air in, but as soon as it stops, it'll block the water from going in. If I ever go under, if the snorkel ever goes under. Like I said, these are only low voltage lights, so they're bright, but they don't drain my battery out fast either. I've got put a radio on here, stereo system. Right here I have a mounted solar panel that's just mounted with Velcro, so easy removable. Wired in through there. And I have an antenna here out of a boat. It's extendable, so when you bring it up, extendable antenna, it's mounted in there and brought into the back of my stereo system, which I will clip on here for you now. There we go. So that's just radio there, but I have CD and iPod and all that kind of stuff. This is just a toolbox. I built this myself. Just carpet down under wood. So I have a CD player on this. Right? CD player too. Just speakers from that kind of stuff. And a launch tractor battery. That's what runs off all this, and solar panel keeps it charged up from solar, right? So the bike's a 92 Honda 300 4-wheel drive. Geez, it's in really good shape for the year. I'm just considering how old it is. I decided to do a little bit of stuff to it. I've had it for a while, and I've been saying I was going to do this stuff to it for a long time, and I ended up doing it there a couple days ago, I guess now. So next to come will be I think I'm gonna put some 26-inch swamp light tires on it, I think, or so I'm gonna put on them, and SS rims, and I'll also probably add a 2-inch lift down in the bottom of the brackets for spacers, and probably 2-inch wheel spacers too. That I'll probably build them myself, just cheaper than buying them. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get Honda Foreman 400 shocks for the front, beef up the A-arms here, and beef up both the A-arms here and here. Foreman shocks on both sides of that, and then I will put a 400EX shock in the back to give me a bit more nicer shock. Well, it'll be more adjusted. You can adjust it actually. You can actually adjust it so you won't just have that one setting. That's kind of crappy. But you know, I'll have some videos at a later date doing some mud runs or something like that once I get my new tires on. I'll have a video with the new tires on, lift and all that when it comes to time. But like I said, that's about it for now. Yeah, so if you like, comment, rate, and subscribe.